Namaste. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to the last day of this webinar series. My journey towards independent living. Today we have with us Shri Vijai Pranav, who is working as a legal manager in Reliance Jio Infocom Limited. He has a rich work experience as an associate in chambers of Miss Shubha Reddy.
Miss
Shubha Reddy. Miss Reddy. Advocate, Madras High Court. Okay. He was also an intern at JSA Law Firm, Chennai. When I had gone through his CV, what fascinated me was his sports background. So let us highlight more on sports. Okay. So he has participated in the international event of IMG Academy basketball program, Florida, USA. He was selected for ACG, NBA, South Zone in top 5. Yeah. He was selected for the ACG NBA All Stars team. Ranked within top 12 all over India. Now talking about his national level contribution in sports, he represented Tamil Nadu State Schools team under 14 at the 53rd National School Basketball Championship.
53rd.
Yes, 53rd. Championship, National School Level Championship. And he was placed 4th in that tournament. Yeah. He has also participated in 56th National School Games Basketball. Yes. Okay. Now, Mr. Vijay also represented Tamil Nadu State team under 14 age category, under 17 category, he represented Tamil Nadu State team under 17 category. Okay. He captained Tamil Nadu State basketball team. Talking about his awards, the list is endless. He was awarded the Best Players Award in the basketball tournament conducted by ICF.
I.
CF. ICF. Huh. Yeah. Playing for Bala Vidya Mandir Senior School. Yeah. Yeah. He was also awarded as Player of the Tournament, October 2012. Yeah. He was awarded the Outstanding Performance in Academics and Excellence in Sports in 2012 and 13. Now that's an impressive profile. So now let's understand his journey towards independent living through his own words. I request Dr. Mojumdar sir to start the session.
Thank you, Gayatri ma'am, and good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Monica ma'am. Dr. Gayatri Ahuja has mentioned about sports, the achievement what Mr. Vijay has done it. But I would like to mention another angle, his legal part, because he is working as a legal manager. As per RPWD Act 2016, all the jobs which was identified earlier were reviewed and new jobs are identified. This is the system suitable for persons with disabilities. So earlier, as per PWD Act 1995, the jobs related to judiciary was not identified suitable for persons with hearing disabilities. But recently in 2017, the new exercise has been conducted where most of the posts related to judiciary has been identified for suitable for persons with hearing disabilities. Why I am mentioning this? Because we have seen several candidates like Mr. Vijay who are performing excellent work in the field of judiciary. So that's why most of the posts related to judiciary has been identified suitable for persons with hearing disabilities. So once again, Mr. Vijay, you are welcome in this shows. My first question is, could you please share your childhood experience? How your parents have identified hearing loss in you, Mr. Vijay?
Okay. So I was born earlier that time, and when I was about 1 year old, and I was watching TV in front of the TV, and when my parents called out to me, and I did not respond, and I did not answer. Then I was immediately taken for the test, and I was found to have proper hearing loss. Then I was admitted to uh, Bala school for the non-deaf children, which happened to be one of the best one of the best schools in India, and like the art of learning, children to speak and prepare to be part of the mainstream and how to get education, and that's how my journey began. Yeah.
Okay. Now tell us
Excuse me. Sorry,
how
I
did
think I missed understanding something. So if somebody of you can
okay,
repeat it, please, sir.
Vijay, could you
Yes,
repeat
sir.
that? Could you repeat
Okay.
once again?
Okay.
आप
So this is from the first.
somebody can
To
just
start
sum
from the
up it,
first.
please.
Okay. So I will tell a song like every other time, and about 1 year old. Uh, One night, I was told that I was watching TV, and when my parents called out to me, and I did not answer, I did not respond. Uh, then I was immediately taken for the test, uh, and I was found to have proper yearly loss, and then admitted to Bala School for the non-deaf children, which happened to be one of the best schools in India. Mainly the purpose to help children to speak and how to be part of the mainstream, how to get education, and that's how I became a journal. That's how it started.
So that means early identification is the most important issues.
Yeah.
So my next question is, how did you pursue your school and college education, and how did your school support you?
So I'll say I did my story at Tower in Tanam from uh, from uh, from first to tenth. It's one of the those schools where they take your impact children and they welcome with open arms. And I then shifted to Baya Vidya Mandang from 11 to 12. I'm really fortunate to have uh, all the support that I need from my teachers, and in both the schools, and most of the things, most of my classmates are very supportive and very understanding, and also I did have some difficulties and some issues which definitely did not bring me down, and so yeah. And my school where I undertook basketball journal, which made me what I'm today. Yeah. So uh, coming to college, getting admission was very difficult. Also, I had marks to my credit. Uh, I remember there's a quota for the deaf children. I mean deaf children, and some of the college refused to take admission when they came to know about when I had this ear impairment, where I had ear impairment. I had department taking me and putting me down, saying that I won't be able to manage, I won't be fit. So that's how it happened. Uh, so uh, to get admission, I remember that to get admission, a person to have this 50% depth yearly loss and 50% of speak clarity. I mean, which is impossible. So I applied for law college, uh, and I got in. So I did my undergrad for 5 years in Chennai, and I did my master's in international business law in London at Queen Mary University of London. Yeah.
So that means it's a holistic approach. You got it. So it's a comprehensive kind of approach. Now, we would like to know what are the challenges you have faced and how did you overcome that?
Uh, uh, I mean, talents are very many. You don't know what way. you don't know in what way they come. Firstly, joining the main team is a tough, very tough. Uh, I mean, good thing in every way, um, wrong in a different way, especially early years, very good time for others to accept the way you are, the way you're born, especially in a classmate. So yeah. So not a teacher, teaching a normal thinking, you can learn, you cannot follow what's up. I cannot follow what's happening in the class. Uh, uh, I mean, so mainly I need to focus on nip busy. I do nip busy, and I do my best to follow class. I do my best to learn. And so I remember I was sitting the first bench, and I was able to focus on my speaker. I was able to focus on my speaker. I was able to focus what is my speaker trying to say, what is the new word. It's so difficult for me because I don't know why. Because uh, school timing starts about 3 o'clock. 8:30 in the morning to 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock afternoon. Because so it's very difficult for me to focus. So luckily for me, my principal was pretty educated. He knew how to take care for a single like me, and my classmates are very helpful and very supportive. They helped me to do the notes. They guided me. So that I'm really grateful about that. So okay, now coming to college, I would say uh, things are really better. Things are really better because I had a 12 years experience, 12 years experience in college because I know how to deal with people and balance my academy, balance sports, my other activities. So I would say I had a great time in college. However, I would say that my years in London was the best. I was given every support without me asking for it. I remember the moment I entered college, the college knew that I had an impairment. I was given all the support, uh, uh, and the support you can learn the bus announcement, the fire alarm, and they do the petty counting, and they give you the notes provided. When I go for classes, they provide notes separately, and I had I didn't mean that because it's not necessary for me because I was stay outside the campus, so I had no problem at all. So I think that uh, this is where India has a lot to learn from other countries like UK, like the well-developed countries. I hope that you can get there one day. Yeah.
Okay. Vijay, uh, in India, we found a few people with hearing loss have become lawyer. So you are one of the candidates. You are exceptionally brilliant. That's why you have become lawyer. So my question is, you are working as lawyer. So how did you decide that you will become lawyer?
Okay. Uh, Law was almost an article. I wanted to do management. Uh, I was grateful to get admission in most of the colleges that offer me art and management, and that's how I got in. That's how I got into law. Uh, Moreover, when people told me that I will be able to argue, I will be able to argue for others when I'm not able to. I decided that I will do it, and I do because I know I can do it. I would say I'm really happy and proud that I'm doing law, and I believe that the law is a very powerful source and empowerment of people. Uh, I don't think I don't think the because not to, the because of doing law not to go to the court and argue, eh? Because they told me where you can do law. They told me where you can do law. For example, you can do corporate law, you can do legal drafting, you can do research, and you can be civil law, criminal law, for economic purpose. Yeah.
Okay. We found that the kind of self-confidence you have, and that make you to become as a lawyer. It's good. And you have rightly mentioned that lawyer doesn't mean always sitting in the court and arguing the case. It's not like that. There are
Right.
lots of other avenues also, uh, like in corporate law. Then there are some register related posts are there where you need not stand in the court. Only written work is required and legal advice is required. It's a rightly you have mentioned. Now you tell me, what are the challenges you are facing while dealing with all these cases? What are the
Uh,
challenges you are facing during this?
Okay. So right now, I'm working for I'm working for VII dealer, which I'm very grateful to be part of the team. Uh, and doing no difficulty, doing no, they treat me the right way. They did not treat me as if I was a different person, which I'm very grateful about it. At the moment, I'm glad to have a wonderful team, which is very supportive and have been helping me out, uh, teaching me how to approach work. Uh, and the guy me told me this, and they telling me that you bring me the test, and uh, it takes time to adapt. It takes a lot of time to adapt with the team and with work. So that's how I believe that it takes a lot of time because I think I have a long way to go. Yeah.
Uh, from this conversation, we know that Mr. Vijay, you have the passion in legal aspect. But tell us about your hobbies apart from legal part.
Uh, in uh, in my opinion, uh, I love to do as, as much I can. Uh, I think that personal hobby does not make you to learn new skills or the passion, but it also helps in overall growth and development. Uh, so,
Sorry, voice.
Yeah.
Voice
Vijay,
is
we can
breaking,
just
please.
wait 2-3 minutes.
okay, okay,
Monica
okay,
man needs some water.
okay. I'm saying that, in my opinion, I love to do as much as I can. Uh, Personally, hobby does not make you to learn a new sport, or on a pattern, but it also helps to help you to overall the growth and development. Let's say, for me, I play basketball, I play football, I play different sports, and uh, I work for the NGO, and I coach the basketball kids, so I like to keep myself busy. Yeah.
Monica ma'am, you need some water?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
It's okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we should go for next question. Who are your role model and how did they influence you in your personal as well as in professional life?
Uh, so my role models are Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Napoleon, Magic Johnson. So far, the basketball player who are the part of NBA. So they are my role models, and they inspire me a lot in basketball league. So in law, I'm inspired by Mr. Gold Nathan, one of the greatest, uh, one of the greatest lawyer of India. who happened to be my dad's peer, and I heard a story about them. Read a book. Uh, it, it's called a gentleman lawyer. It's written by Tim Pandu, a well-known lawyer. This was inspired me to do law. Uh, I also think that every other single without any disability is also a role model. Each time, I believe that each person sees do something in life. So I think we all are role models, and we should strive to make uh, as much many role models as possible. That's all.
Okay. Vijay, we also like to know your motto in your life. What is your motto?
My motto in life is when the goal gets tough, the tough get going, and take it out and then buy. That's my motto. That's my motto.
Okay. And then you you will agree that education is one of the most important part in anybody's life.
Sorry.
Education is most important part in anybody's life. So
Uh,
according to you, how education supports and empower the persons with
so I
hearing disabilities?
so I will say education, in my opinion, is the most important tool in empowering learning best. For example, let's say Tulia Bhavitara are the instrument of development, and we are. I think Bhavitara is one of those schools which is designed to be prepared for the mainstream uh, to face the real world. Uh, and the teachers are very passionate, passionate, and the guardians of the progress of future progress. And I think, in my honest opinion, we need more tools about Clara. So, yeah. And also, community sports. Uh, uh, I believe that sports is also a form of education because it helps to communicate, create a network, helps to judge people, socialize with people, interact with people. Uh, it is in the past like nothing. Okay, for me, knowing basketball, uh, play for national level, play for state level, gave me a lot of lessons and helped me to gain confidence. Definitely helped me to improve my communication and develop my character and improve my thinking. So yeah,
So that means education, culture, and sports. These three together will empower the individual with deafness. That is your main issues. Now, you know that Mr.
uh,
Vijay, yes,
so sorry, I got to.
no, you have mentioned that education, culture, and sports, these three
Okay,
part is very important in anybody's life.
yeah, yeah, fine, yeah. Because
Now, you know that. Yes, Mr. Vijay. Go ahead. You'd like to mention something?
yeah, repeat, I understand. So,
Education, sports,
yeah.
and culture,
Yeah.
these three parts influence people to become good citizen in India.
That,
Yeah.
that,
And you know that we found that there are several people, those who consider you as their role model. You'll be happy to
uh,
know that. So
first thing,
what are your suggestion? What are your suggestion so that they can empower themselves?
uh, so I think, I want to tell to every parent of the time, out there. Don't be shy don't be shy to tell a challenge to the world. However, some people may be on new, uh, bring them out, give them opportunities, educate them, and more importantly, let them be part of sports. Uh, let them be part of sports. Let them be part of dance, art, public speakers, play music. But give them an opportunity, and nobody know, maybe suppliers to know what they're capable of. So I think they need to give them time. So don't put them. Uh, so, yeah. I also think that they need to change the society attitude, uh, education system, healthcare, and with all this, I believe that uh, we def- we definitely can achieve better and still moon with possibility. We may be differently able, but we be an item to the country. That what we need now.
You have rightly mentioned that opportunities. You know, I am involved in employment and training. My
Yeah,
basic nature of job is to help the candidates to get the employment.
yeah,
The statistics shows that the percentage of employment rate amongst the candidates with deafness is very less. There are there are several reasons. Out of that, the main reason is that most of the employers, they are looking for their disabilities rather than abilities. This is number one. And second part, most of the candidates with deafness, they are looking for opportunities. Once they are given the opportunities, they will perform any jobs better than their normal counterpart. So you are rightly mentioned that opportunities is the most important part. People should give them opportunities. Once they are given the opportunities, they can perform their jobs in the
yeah,
better way.
yeah.
So thank you, Mr. Vijay. We really enjoyed a lot. And now I am requesting Gayatri Madam, Chief Coordinator, to sum up this session and propose the vote of thanks formally.
And what an enriching profile and experience, and that too at an early stage. I have become fan of yours, especially the sports part. I know as a teacher I should be saying academics में तो बहुत अच्छा है, lawyer है, but I also have a sports background, so I thought, wow. Yeah. So I, Dr. Gayatri Ahuja, on behalf of Aliyavarjan National Institute of Speech and Hearing Disabilities, Mumbai, thank you all. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks speech and acknowledge the contribution of those who have worked really hard to make this webinar happen. I thank our chief guest, Shri Kishore Survade sir, Deputy Director General, Department Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities, MSJ, Government of India. I thank our director, Madam Dr. Suni Mariam Matthew, Dr. Mira Suresh Ma'am from Bala Vidya Lechanai, Mumbai. Thank you all. my organizing committee, I especially thank sign language interpreter Miss Monica Punjabi, Director IDBA, who made this webinar accessible for all. The SET webinar series was organized so that all these stakeholders unite in endorsing the need to secure and promote the human rights. As well as understanding the various challenges faced by the individual with deafness. The strategies they are implementing to overcome the challenges. The key speakers for the said webinar were Professor Madan Sir, Dr. Hari Mahalingam, Shri Sunil Sahasrabuddhe, Shivaji Panda Sir, Shri Rakesh K, Shri Sohan, and Shri Vijai Pranav.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. The program was telecasted live at our YouTube channel AYJ and ISHD.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am. And I want to say thank you to the organization for having me. I'm really honored to be here. Thank you so much.
Okay. I also would like to say thanks to all the participants who were so active on the YouTube comments and so many subscribers. I would like to end this session with a quote that I have written. So पहले से ही sorry अगर quote गलत होगा, पहली बार ऐसा कुछ try किया है, but I tried. Okay. जिंदगी हार जीत से नहीं, हौसलों से चलती है. हर जीत और हार हवाओं का रुख बदलती है. रख नजर मंजिल पे, और कर इरादे बुलंद. देख कैसे जिंदगी फिर हार को जीत में बदलती है. This is what I have learned from all the key speakers. So thanks to everyone from bottom of my heart. Thanks to Mojumdar sir, Navnath sir, Monica, to all the viewers. Special thanks to Vijay. Thank you. Be connected. Stay safe. And very important, be happy. Vijay, you want to say anything?
Sorry, ma'am?
You want to say anything?
No, I want to say I'm really honored to be here, and I just want to thank you, and thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am, for making so much effort, and thank you very much, and I'm really happy to be part of it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Be connected. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.